There's a label going up my arse. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Poppy Faith Fitness. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. This week's video might be a short one. I don't really know, but it's a very important one to me personally. I hope it can help anyone else or anyone else who's thinking of going on the same journey or who's currently going on the same journey. I know younger me would really have loved a video like this. So I have been on Roaccutane for just over 4 weeks now. I actually ran out on Saturday and my appointment is today, and today's Tuesday. So I've gone a few days without, but I made sure I rang the department, the dermatology department, and they said it'll be fine. Like without for a few days, they're probably gonna up my dose anyway. But I'm with the NHS, so I was actually put on the NHS during summer 2023. Yeah, during summer 2023, I have suffered from acne since I was 16. It started throughout my GCSEs. Don't really know why, whether it was stress or we don't really know. I've tried every single cream under the sun. I cannot tell you how much I have spent on skincare, on changing my routine, thinking it was something I did, thinking it was something I've eaten. I've cut out everything you could possibly think of. Like I went through a whole period where I cut out dairy, didn't do anything. I cut out gluten, didn't do anything. I even reduced like meat intake, didn't do anything. Made sure I drank loads of water. Like I literally ran by the book and it wasn't getting any better. It was still getting worse. I was still getting loads of scarring. So the doctors finally agreed to make a referral for me. Yes, summer 2023. So I was 20. I'm 22 now. So I was 20 then and I was just waiting, and just over a year went past. And with acne, it's hard because it's not like a heart condition. It's not like my life is gonna fail if I don't have this appointment or this consultation or this treatment, but it can really mess with your head. I remember the doctor saying, "Oh, but you seem really confident." And I was like, what? She was like, you know, you're not trying to hide your face or blah, blah, blah. And I was like, because that's not a way to live. Like, that's such a horrible way to live. And I really, really am sympathetic and feel like so much empathy towards people who unfortunately do feel like they have to do that and do feel like they have to hide it or aren't confident in it. I certainly would not say I was confident with it. It was on my brain all day, every day. That's what people don't really see or understand. Every time you look in the mirror, it's the first thing you see. Every time you have a photo taken of you, it's the first thing you see. But I've just worked so much on self-love, not even self-love, like acceptance, I guess, and knowing that it doesn't define me was such a massive thing, and knowing that I wasn't put on this earth to have perfect skin. Like, that was the main thing that got me through it. So I then actually decided to go private. So I had my first private appointment, must have been last October. No, earlier than that. I just got back from Greece, so it was last August. I decided to go private because I just had enough. But again, this dermatologist, of course, fair enough, I understand, but was like, well, like, I'm just going to try these two things before we put you on Roaccutane. And I was like, but I've been on antibiotics before, it didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I had my second appointment in December to see her. Nothing had changed. She was like, yeah, you need to go on Roaccutane. I was like, yeah, I know. In that time, the NHS had actually sent me through my first NHS consultation. So thank goodness I don't have to pay out. You know, I had to pay obviously for the 2 appointments and the treatment that I got, but like that's nothing in comparison to me obviously doing my Roaccutane journey private like the whole time. I'm really grateful that eventually my appointment did come through. I didn't once contact them. I didn't once say how long is the waiting list because I knew it was quite long anyway. I obviously didn't know it was going to be that long, but we're in it now. And the first appointment was actually quite not scary, but they weren't really like, it didn't feel personal. Didn't feel personal at all. They just took photos, said, have you tried this, this and this? I said, yeah. And they said, okay, cool, we'll put you on it. And it was a bit like, okay. And they were like, you need to be on contraception. And I was like, okay. I am actually allergic to lots of different contraception, so I'm not allowed any hormonal stuff because I got really poorly with it and I'm a stroke risk, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so I do not want to be on contraception at all. I'm also not in a relationship, so I don't like need it in that sense, because obviously I understand why they encourage you to have it, because of the risk to the unborn child if you get pregnant. It's really, really awful, like catastrophic. So I do understand that, but yeah, it just was really impersonal. So I was a little bit like worried about it. Anyway, I went for my first consultation in January, and it was with a different like dermatology nurse, and she was lovely. She was so lovely, so informative, like so there for me, if that makes sense. It still wasn't very long. It was maybe like 5-10 minutes. Did a pregnancy test. She said, you know, here's a blood form, you need to go and have a blood test. Otherwise, like, here's your first prescription, basically. And I told her about not wanting to go on the contraceptive pill. And she said, Poppy, look, I'm never going to make you do something you don't want to do. And it was like the best news in the whole entire world. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to insert some photos of how it was recently. So before I started Roaccutane, just so you can really see it start to finish. I find I've watched quite a few Roaccutane journeys, but people always film it at the end. And I'm like, well, you have great skin now. Like, I can't compare. I still don't feel like someone's on this journey with me. Does that make sense? Because now you have great skin. So I just want to be really, like, really honest. I'm not wearing any makeup now whatsoever. I don't even have my lashes done. But I'm getting them done on Friday, so they're going to be back. This is my face, like, literally as bare as can be. A lot of my acne now, so like that is literally all scarring, like none of that is raised. Don't really know if you can see that. None of it is raised. Like there's a couple bumps, but otherwise it's literally all scarring, and it's the same on the other side. It's actually quite smooth. My skin's actually quite smooth, but I've had a few breakouts again because from where I'm due on. I've had a few breakouts, but it's always like my cheek or like my jaw area. I don't really have any on my chest. I get like the odd one on my back, and like the really odd one on my forehead. Like I never get any on my forehead. So I remember going to the like private dermatologist, like, what's wrong with me? Why is my skin like this? Like blah blah blah. Is it something I'm doing? Is it something I'm eating? And she literally said, Poppy, I'm really sorry, it's just bad luck. Great. Just bad luck. Great. That was, I guess, like quite a hard pill to swallow, but not at the same time, because it meant that I wasn't the problem. Does that make sense? That is a good coffee, even though it's actually a little bit cold. I'm actually gonna take you with me to my appointment to the hospital, just so you can really get a feel of what happens. I'm gonna see if I can take you in with me. That thought terrifies me. Like, do you mind if I film this? Actually, I'm vlogging it, blah, blah, blah. But I just know how much I would want this video if I was going on it, or even if like I was on the journey already, and just to see someone else going through it would be so important to me. So yeah, we're actually gonna leave like any minute. I'm just gonna finish off my coffee, put some more clothes on. I've actually just filmed an Honor Active try-on haul, which I think is gonna be posted by the time you watch this, so go and watch that if you haven't already. If you're thinking about it, please like comment down below, or get in touch with me on my Instagram if you want to know about what I've experienced. I'm going to talk through that actually when I get back from my appointment, so my actual experience the first 4 weeks on Roaccutane. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a bit of background before we head off. Have you ever had something like this? Guys, we are in Poppy's favourite car park. We're in my favourite car park, and we're just watching this man do an 8-point turn to get out of this space. But it's on the ground floor, and I'm gonna absolutely sneak in it. Honestly, I won't say I have many talents, but parking is one of them. Literally reverse bay, first time. That reminds me actually of the first time we came to my favourite car park, because we also snatched a space on Ground Zero. Ground Zero? No, Floor Zero. I just love it. It's such a maze. You don't actually know where you're going. I've just realised how I'm dressed like Christmas today, because I'm wearing a green jumper and red joggers. I can't even remember where I'm going, guys. I'm sure it's this way. I've literally been here twice, and it feels like a new place. What's going on? I'm not gonna lie, I'm really confused. I've literally just walked to and from the same bit like 5 times. Do I just have to walk through Right, let's try it, shall we? Oh, found it. Did anyone else used to own this radio as a kid? I feel like I had that radio, but like in pink as a kid. Guys, I got nervous. I had the same lady as last time. She was literally so nice. Released door? Oh, released. I've just got to try and find the pharmacy. Oh, do I want to risk going away? I don't know. No. I'm gonna go the other way. It's like 10 to 5, and I think she says it might shut at 5. So I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go the way that I know, and get my new prescription. Okay, I'm just waiting for my prescription now. Yeah, she was literally so nice, and she was like, I want you to get down to pharmacy before it closes, so like are you fine? And I was like, yeah. And then she said, right, that's fine, we're gonna like up your dose, just go now. They need more information on my prescription. So I've got to run back to the other side of the hospital to get them to take it, but they close in 15 minutes, so I've got to then run it back. Yay, we got it. We got it. So I'm just walking back to the car now. But don't you just love it when people literally stand in front of no smoking signs? Smoking. Like, really? Oh, what a day. What a day. But it is a good day because we have our new prescription. So I have gone up in dose. What they do with Roaccutane is they base it off your body weight. So I have done my first 4 weeks on 30 milligrams. And I weigh 58 kilos. I don't really measure myself, so that was kind of thereabouts. So I'm now on 40 milligrams, so I've got up by 10 milligrams. Into sort of, so how I found, we'll say how I found 30 milligrams. Definitely dries you out. Like, my skin was like so oily, so I haven't actually found my skin's that bad. Like, I just moisturize after every time I cleanse. When I went to the private dermatologist, she did say, look, don't spend loads on skincare, just get a gentle cleanser and a gentle moisturizer. That's basically what I've done. So side effects wise, like skin a little bit dry, lips definitely, which I think 100% probably of Roaccutane users would say is you need loads of lip balms. I don't know if you can tell on my dresser, don't know if you can see, I've actually got, I think there's 4 lip balms up there. And then I've actually got 1 in my pocket, which needs to go in the car. So they basically said, just have lip balm everywhere. So I keep 1 in my work bag, 1 in my car, which annoyingly I didn't take to my appointment because I took it into the gym. So as soon as I got back, I was like, oh my God, like I need it. It's okay. It does get quite life or death, I found. Like, I went to the gym, I think it was last week, and forgot to take a lip balm in with me. And I literally thought the world was ending because it's just horrible. Like, it's just not very nice, is it? But if you have a lip balm on you all the time, like I literally just put lip balm on maybe 10 minutes ago, and I feel like I already need some more, so I'm actually going to put some on now. My favourite like glossy kind of lip balm is by Rimmel. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's called Butter Me Up. It's got like a really nice smooth kind of like applicator. I really like that one if I really want like loads of moisture lathered on. And then the Blue Nivea has always been, I think it's like Hydro Care, has always been my favourite lip balm anyway. So that was a bit of a no-brainer. I think I'm going to sneeze. Yep. And then I also got this one, which is O'Keeffe's. Don't know what that brand is. I just picked it up. A lip repair. So I use this if they're like, I haven't really found they get like chapped, more dry, but I think that's just because I was warned about it. So I do have lots of lip balm, so they are moist like quite a lot. Whereas if I find like I've gone an hour without lip balm or something and they're a bit crusty, this literally like gets rid of it instantly. So they're definitely the top 3 that I would recommend. Other than that, I haven't really had any like negative side effects, apart from obviously my skin getting a little bit worse. But to be honest, where it's been bad in the past, it's not unbearable right now. So we're just going through the motions. And with it worsening, to me, it almost, in my head, it's like, well, good, it's working, because literally nothing has done anything for my skin ever. So if this works for my skin, I'm literally gonna cry my eyes out because nothing has ever worked, ever, not even like improved it really. So yeah, anyway, Other than that, I actually don't have to wash my hair. People didn't really tell me about that. But where, again, like my hair, I guess, was quite oily, I honestly tried to train it for ages, like 3 or 4 years trying to train it to wash it every other day. Oh my God, I don't have to wash it now for like a week. And even then, it's not even greasy. It's just because I want to wash it. Which is crazy, It's all good, really. So I'm on 40 milligrams now for the next 4 weeks. My plan is to do literally like a vlog or a sit down video every time I have an appointment, because again, I would just love to see, one, for me, my own progress over time, my own like journey. Yeah, I just think as someone who is now on it, I would really like to see other people's kind of journeys like that. So yeah, hopefully it's a little bit helpful and a little bit insightful. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, particularly in the next video. Just comment down below, let me know, and of course I will talk about it in March. My appointment will probably be beginning of March. So yeah, I just hope it's been a little bit helpful, and I will see you in next week's video. I'm actually going for a run now, so I'm gonna have to drink up, and I've got a snack. And that's it. But I'll see you later. Bye.